Alright, so I'm working on the turbo coupe again. Tons of projects I want to do on this, and I've already done some that I really wish I would have filmed, like rebuilding the rear brakes, putting on the new shocks. All that stuff's done, and I just wasn't in the mood to shoot it, and there really wasn't a lot of information there. But this is one that I just recently stumbled upon, and for a long time I really just thought my door was squeaky for a lot of dumb reasons. Like the bottom of the door here is rusted out, like it's gone. I mean, I can just push on it. I could probably put my fingers from the inside all the way outside because the skin is rusted away from the frame. And whenever I drive, the door squeaked a lot. Just every little vibration would make the squeak, and it sounded like rubber seals against metal. So for a long time I thought it was rust, and then for a long time I thought, well, it's the striker needs to be adjusted. And I looked at it and it wasn't adjustable, so that kind of faded from my mind. And then one day I thought, you know, maybe I just need to clean the metal surface and the rubber seals, and the squeak went away. But while doing that, I think I was on NATO, North American TurboCoupe Association or something like that, and ran across, or I did a search for the door striker and ran across a thread that talked about the striker's little plastic bushing that's supposed to be on the striker. And I thought, well, that's probably not on my coupe. So I come out here and look, and of course it's gone. On both sides it's gone. And then it hit me, I'm wondering if maybe that's not why the door sticks out just a little bit. So it won't have anything to do with my squeaking, but maybe putting these new strikers on there will actually make the door close more flush with the quarter panel and whatnot back here, and even up on top a little bit. It looks like it's sticking out a little bit far. So definitely interested to try this, and I'll get you a close-up of what's going on. So one of the things is, I mean, it's all the way closed now, but I can still push up against it, and there's quite a bit of play there, and I'm hoping that will get taken out with these new strikers. This is something else I was noticing on top. If I lay my straight edge against the top of the door, I hit the molding, but if I push up against it with my body, then it's more in line with it. I wonder if that'll fix that. Alright, so obviously there's my striker, and you can see it's bare metal, and it's supposed to have a little plastic bushing on it, something like that. I believe that's two different sizes as far as height, maybe. I think it's the shorter ones that would go in there. However, I've had this apart, and maybe I'll show the video, but the guard right here, which I guess helps keep you from getting a belt loop or whatever attached to that, that guard does not come off of the striker bolt. So you can't really get that plastic on there if it's a solid cylinder like that. I do think they do make some that just kind of wrap on there, and maybe they don't last as long, but you can just buy new ones. Complete striker and everything. You can see your bushings already on there. I want to say I wasted $7 shipped on these from eBay, and these were just under 20 bucks, I think. So it was well worth it to just go ahead and get the full striker, because I could not figure out how to get these on there, and it's possible it's just not able to get them on there. So I'm going to whip these off and whip these on and see if it makes a difference. And no, there is no driver's versus passenger side on these. And I got a T50 on here. It actually has a couple washers on it that easily come off, and the new one, the washer is kind of captured. And I think somebody told me, like square body Chevys and whatnot, this striker bolt is actually adjustable, and you can't really take it all the way out or you'll lose the net on the back side. Luckily that's not the way this is. That looks about right. Let's close the door and see what happens. Now I can already tell that's a lot closer to aligned. Still got quite a bit of play when I push it in. I have a bad feeling the straight edge test is also going to be a fail. Yeah. So, whatever. So it may not have made a huge difference, but it was a cheap and easy repair, and if anything, it should save some wear and tear on the door mechanism. So yeah, it's worth 20 bucks. Easy.